Are you studying for the August LSAT and trying to make a study schedule? If so, take a look at this. All right, so we're going to be using Prep for Success's LSAT calendar here. If you take a look, we're starting off in June, prepping for the August LSAT. I have denoted here that our Monday and Wednesday is for logical reasoning, and then our Friday is for reading comp. The test is 2/3 logical reasoning and 1/3 reading comp, so that's why we split it up that way. And then in between, obviously, you want to perfect and do a little bit of homework. So we're going to start off with main conclusion, as that's the fundamentals for pretty much all of the topics moving forward. Also, then we have logical reasoning, formal logic for the logical reasoning. Then we're going to jump over to the natural science. So there are multiple different types of passages on the reading comprehension. So you want to break it down per type. So natural science is going to be your focus on Friday. Then we're going to jump on over to method of reasoning and role of statement. Then most strongly supported and must be true, and then the humanities passages for reading comp. Now I suggest to throw in a little practice test right here, even though you haven't learned too much material up until this point, just to get a feel of what the test is all about. If you've already taken a diagnostic, that's great, but suggest throwing in an additional one here. Then we're going to do match and identify the flaw. If it is a tutoring lesson, that's great. If it is just prepping on your own, that is totally fine too. Then we're going to jump on over here to match the structure and principle. Then social science, reading comp passages, strength and weaken, necessary assumption, history, law, government, sufficient assumption, helpful to know, dispute, and paradox. Those are all small topics, so we could do a couple in one day. Then we have A-B passages. Now, a couple weeks before the test, you don't actually want to be studying any new material. So here on June 20th, we are just going to refine weaknesses and start practice testing. So here we have practice test 1, then review, refine weaknesses, practice test 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, right before the week, you don't even want to be taking any more practice tests. You only want to be doing review. So here, I do suggest adding an additional review session with your tutor or just reviewing on your own to give a little bit more clarity to any of the concepts that you've been studying throughout the full duration of the program. Then you're going to take the official LSAT on one of these days. And then last but not least, you're going to be running the LSAT essay. And the LSAT essay, our tutors do have tons of tips, tricks, strategies for the LSAT essay, but this you actually don't need to take on the test day, and you can take it after. So we suggest prioritizing this after you've taken the official exam. Now, if you do want this study guide, feel free to reach out, comment, calendar down below.